Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls,
children of all ages,
we are back in full effect. The might of the Piledriver Podcast is here. Welcome to another episode. What's up, boys? It's good to be back in full effect.
Subways.
Oh, yeah.
I am the best in the world, Mike. Next to me is my boy V-Rad, and down low is the big dog. Whew, man. All right. So we got some stuff I want to talk about today, and I didn't preface this. I forgot all about this until we just introed the show. So we're gonna preface this, and this is how we're gonna start this show tonight, boys. Recently, we were told that at the next Neo Pro event, security homeboy Nick better bring extra security because Studio 86 is coming for the Piledriver Podcast.
Some words right there, boys.
As we know, the last show, me and Zoe kind of just we held it down for the Piledriver. We held it down in the front row. And, obviously Studio 86 was not able to pick up the win against DD Trash. DD Trash is your new number one contenders. And Studio 86 was upset. But something, and I didn't even think, we had that much of an issue. There was no altercation between me and either one of the Studio 86 guys. I mean, I gave him the finger, but he threw a Michigan ping pong ball at me. So,
we've been giving them shit because they come out with either Michigan or Steelers shit.
Exactly. So
Cheap.
I apparently they're coming for us. All I can tell Studio 86 is that the next show, I'm not coming alone with just my kid. Just saying.
Nope.
The boys are in full effect, and we will be back at Neo Pro on August 17th for what's it, Gold Rush? And they're having a sweet ass battle royal, and I'm really excited about it. So
fucking Rhino's gonna be there, boys.
Fucking Rhino is gonna be there.
That's gonna be insane.
Addie's gonna be there. Addie's on the cover.
We got gang.
Christian's on the cover,
boys. The gang warfare is in full effect, and we got to see what's going on. Like I told Dean last week, with Justin Maine interfering Vince and essentially proving his loyalty to the guiding light, Matthew Taylor.
Oh wow!
So if he joins the fray, I don't know that the Gospel of the Light will be able to be stopped with the Beast Man, Matthew Taylor, and Justin Maine. So we'll have to see how that goes. But this past Thursday on Turmoil, we got to see the return of the Section 8 soldier himself, Brandon Xavier, return to the ring on Turmoil in a tag team match, teaming up with Tim to go against the Brass Knuckles champion, Colt Johnson, and his partner Cody Gray. Yes, Jay, I'm going to talk about that as well. I am going to talk about that because before we talk, look, we'll get into it because as we all know, we've seen the pictures, we've seen me in the stripes. Your boy Mike is refereeing for Mega Championship Wrestling these days. That's what I've wanted to do. Me and Dean talked about it a long time ago on the Piledriver Podcast. Go back there. It's been there. It's been.
Yeah. He was trying to get me to go.
Yeah.
Be a wrestler.
Hey, Jason. Hold on real quick. Jason's like, Daniel Figueroa, stop watching the podcast. No, Dan, you keep watching the podcast because you're a badass. But anyways, so your boy Mike's been refereeing for Mega Championship Wrestling. This past Thursday, we had a match. I refereed between the Metal Heart Tony Forge and RJ Jonesy. At one point during the match, RJ Jonesy's got Tony Forge on the bottom rope, choking him, just choking him. And I posted this on our TikTok. And I hope so. I'm going to talk to our producer. If not, we're going to work something out here. But
it's not our fault.
I get to the 5 count. I get to 5, and I have to essentially push RJ Jonesy off of Tony Forge. He says, "What are you going to do? You're just the Piledriver guy." Not respecting of the stripes, dude. Yes,
damn.
I am the Piledriver guy, but I'm also an official for Mega Championship Wrestling. Just because I am the Piledriver guy does not take away from the respect that you got to listen to the referee of the match there. So, Jonesy, Watching you.
Watching you.
I'm not a ref. I'll hit you with a pile driver.
Wait, what?
I said Mike can't really do anything. He's a ref there.
Yeah, I can't do anything.
I'll hit Jonesy with his pile driver. Better not.
Okay.
There it is.
I thought you were trying to say you're gonna hit Mike with a pile driver. I'd be like, damn.
I'll do that. I'll do that too. Anybody can do that. No, Paulie, if you're listening, you're still getting a doomsday device from one of us.
Paulie is probably not watching. I did extend the invite for Paulie to join us this evening. He is hanging out with his brother doing some family stuff, so Paulie will not be joining us.
Boo.
But hold on. I just got messages just in from RSW owner Tim Cross.
What up, Tim?
RSW has a new Eastern Continental Champion. Shane Kryzak has won the Eastern Continental Championship. And the next event at Monahan, is it? I don't know. Monahan. Is that an H? It looks like an H at the end. So I don't really know how to say it. In Monahan, West Virginia. We Them American Boys. If you're in that area, RSW on July 4th.
Go.
Free event. It's free.
Go.
Free.
So get down there and hang out. They did extend an invite to us last week to come down and see this last show. Unfortunately, we couldn't make it. We will come down as a whole trio. Tim, I told you we'll be down there.
We'll be down there at some point. I love West Virginia. West Virginia's my second home. Yeah, we're gonna make it.
Definitely be live down there, and we'll come down and we'll do some things and hang out with RSW crew.
Joey
That's
said,
right.
"Put some respect on Mike Allen's name."
Damn right. When I'm wearing
Well,
the stripes,
Joey.
it's not a different thing. It's a whole different ball game, buddy.
Shout out Joey, my partner in crime on the Press Start podcast.
Catch that live on Thursday nights, 8 p.m.
It's gonna be Friday next week.
Hey, okay, on Friday, so that way you can watch Turmoil and the Press Start podcast. Also live on Thursday night, not to take away from Dean, but we're also wrestling on Thursday nights on Turmoil on Mega Championship Wrestling. Pull one up on the computer, pull one up on your phone, double screen it, all right?
Boom. Tim, we're gonna kick it. We're gonna kick it.
My boy, look it. That's why we love Danny. That's why we love Danny right there. Booyah. We appreciate you. You are a badass and you know it.
I like getting two birds stoned at once.
That's right. Always. Best part. So this past weekend, like I said, Colt Johnson teamed up with Cody Gray to take on Tim and Brandon Xavier on Turmoil. Something we never thought we'd see, especially since we knew Brandon, is coming back at Baddies and the Beast and he's making his return. But to see him come back on Turmoil to just essentially challenge Colt to a tag team match, top notch. I've seen Brandon wrestle before, so I wasn't really surprised by the things that I saw go down in this ring because
the Ohio Chief can go.
The Ohio Chief can go.
Well, it was my first time seeing Brandon wrestle, and wow.
Yes.
I mean, I know he's got a height advantage on most, but he's also got some damn speed, man. And it was a treat. It was really a treat to see him, perform.
Fast as fuck, boy.
No, 100%. And at one point in the match, Dean, Hurricane Rana to Cody Gray.
Just out of nowhere.
What the fuck do you think he is? Rey Mysterio?
Oh yeah,
he did hit a 619. That's one of Brandon's moves. Brandon's hit the 619 before we've seen it, and yeah, he 100% caught Cody Gray with a 619.
It was crazy because when he hit that 619, he almost had to pull his knees in, pull his legs in because his legs are so long. He's gonna hit the turnbuckle.
Yeah. It was, again, I don't ever discount Brandon Xavier's skill. So to see him get back in the ring was definitely a treat in the main event on Turmoil. And I cannot wait till these men enter a cage on July 20th.
Yeah, it's going to be good. He even called Colt out at one point saying that a lot of Colt's strong points, like using the ropes to his advantage and getting those cutters and other moves off the ropes, can't do that in a cage. Can't do that.
Like Colt slingshot, spear, etc., stuff like that. Colt can't do that in the cage. He has no outside of the apron.
Got to improvise, baby.
Yeah, because it's not a cell. It is a steel cage. It is butted right up against the four posts. there's barely little room in between the rope and on the apron, so to speak, in a cage match. But on July 20th, that will be one of the 2 cage matches. But that one is for look, and I'm not even saying it like in a bad way, because Mega obviously has the Infinity title, the Fighting Spirit title, and Alex Daniels is the heavyweight champion. But this brass knuckles title storyline between Brandon and Colt is just up there, man. Like Colt, the young gun, wanting to establish dominance, wanting to establish his name in Mega Championship Wrestling, and essentially make a name for himself. Has to go against one of the greatest to ever do it and hold the title.
And
that's a lot of pressure.
Interactions on social media are golden too, man. I'm totally invested in this.
I mean, at the captain's game, did you see at the captain's game when Cole put the sticker on the back of Brandon's car? Like, come on.
I like that.
The other cage match is a grudge match. This one, look, as Brandon and Colt, as good as that's going to be, this other cage match is just going to be a dog fight, dude.
I know, dude.
The Mega God Chris Onyx going 1-on-1 with Butchie B in the cage.
That's going to be just a wild match. I mean, this has been the animosity has just been brewing between these two. It seems that it's at no end, but I mean, when you get to a cage, there's only one way out, and there's only one winner.
Brandon has said that this will be the end, and one of these men will essentially not be walking away. They're, out of this cage. These boys are going to fight.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We're going to see some crazy spots in this match.
Yeah. And I could 100% see Butchie jumping off the top of the cage.
If you see me looking down, I'm trying to keep up with Forbidden Door.
We do have Forbidden Door live tonight. I don't know what's going on. I haven't really paid attention to it yet. I know that Swerve Strickland taking on Will Ospreay, defending his AEW title. Mox is defending the heavyweight IWGP title. Again, I can't even say his name, so I'm not going to try. I'm sorry. I don't watch enough New Japan Pro Wrestling to know their names, to hear somebody else say their names enough for me to pronounce it correctly. I can give it a shot, but
I can tell you that the elite one.
The elite one.
Yeah, I've seen that. Cody Gray said he's going to be watching very closely.
Well, that's because Cody Gray, has been. It's hard. It's hard for Cody Gray feels like he's been the champion for 14 days or 16 days or however many days it's been now. Cody Gray feels like he was screwed. Cole Johnson snuck in his locker room before the match, planted some brass knuckles. I got knocked down, and I didn't see them were used, but I know that Cody Gray had them on his person. I had no other choice than to disqualify him. As the referee, it's my job.
Cody said, say the truth.
I did. I did not see you get hit with them, but I know that you had them on your person, not Cole Johnson. Sorry. In all fairness, when I got kicked in the head by Colt, he picked him up and he hit me in the head. My glasses went flying. I'm working on getting a strap and contact lenses.
You need to get those little things you can put on the back.
That's what I'm saying. I need a little strap to hang on.
I got some checkered ones, white and black checkered ones. They came up with papers. Boom. They'll go with your zebra stripes.
Cody Gray feels like he's been robbed, and I can't say that he does not deserve a shot. The man has literally eaten his way through the locker room. He said with 405 pounds, need nuts for an action figure. I'm sorry. I'm blind. You knocked my glasses off. I should have been in a better spot. You got to forgive me. I'm still a referee in training.
Cody, you 4 or 5, man?
I'm still learning.
I'm close. I'm right.
But so, I mean, I can definitely understand Cody keeping a close eye on this match. He will be back to try to challenge for that title at some point, I guarantee.
He should.
100%.
He got cheated. Fuck that. Give him another one. Run back, baby.
And then, like I said, in the tag team match, he did lose with Cole Johnson, but he wasn't the man pinned. I don't know what Brandon's finishing move is called. It's a sweet-ass power bomb. I'm not 100% sure what he calls it, but he essentially sets him up for a normal-style power bomb, but he tucks the hands between the legs, pulls the hands up, and slams them down. It's clean.
I used to know what it was called. I forget.
On Thursday, Dean, he pinned the Brass Knuckles champion 1, 2, 3 in the middle of the ring.
Ooh.
Is this a foretelling of things to come at Baddies and the Beast? He said, Cody said it's called the Idiot Killer because only an idiot would get hit with it.
Oh, God.
I mean, that's good.
Cole got hit with it. Cole
That was good.
got
That was
hit
good.
with it.
That was good. I'm excited to see that new strap.
We do have the Baddies and the Baddies title being hand delivered to one competitor at the end of Baddies and the Beast, and they will be the inaugural Baddies and the Beast champion.
I bet that title looks clean.
Oh, it looks so pretty. We've had the pleasure of seeing it a couple times. It's pretty nice, actually. I like it a lot.
405. Well, how about Chief saying 405 was no comparison for 619?
Wow.
He did catch him with the 619. He did catch him with the 619. So we were talking about that earlier. But going back to Baddies, the Baddies Championship, it is going to be one of these 12 women. So we've got 12 women lined up. Hi, Caitlin.
Hi.
Megan Myers in a singles match against Peg Asa. I think that's Peg space ASA. Asa.
Okay, that sounds about right.
Peg Asa.
Hey, I ain't gonna try.
That's one singles match.
That's what I assumed this sounded like, but
the next singles match, and I'm a little scared for Alexis Littlefoot here. Super Oprah versus Alexis Littlefoot.
Beat her ass, Super Oprah.
Oh.
Another match that should be really, really good. I did see a clip. I'm not 100% sure where Madam President was at this weekend, but Madam President Sebastian LaShawn did pick up a win after a nasty mid-rope moonsault. Like it was a second rope moonsault clean. Sebastian LaShawn will be going one-on-one with Colby Max in the opening, singles match.
That's gonna be a good one. That's gonna be a good one.
Yeah.
I think this might be the one that I'm really, really excited for. I've only seen one of these ladies wrestle once, and the other one I've never got to see wrestle at all. Ari Alexander going one-on-one with the lovely Miss Larkin.
It's gonna be a good one too. You see, Cody? Cody, I bet it won't happen again. I know your hip isn't broken now. I know what to expect.
Oh, he's talking smack to the. Dude, see, you gotta watch that. You're talking smack to the boss there. Don't forget who you're talking to, hungry man. Another match here. Storm Garcon going one-on-one with friend of the pod, Angel Metro, making her Mega Championship Wrestling debut. This one, I think this one could be probably the hardest. I don't know. Ari and Miss Larkin too could go hard because I've seen both of them wrestling clips and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Big Alice Crowley going one-on-one with Emily Locke.
That's gonna go. That's a good one too, man.
Big Al.
Bro.
Big Al.
I mean, Big Al's a gangster. Big Al is a gangster. But any one of them 12 women could come out with the first ever Baddies champion.
We miss Angel too. Come to Mega. Come out the leader.
Welcome to Mega.
Bring Donald. Bring the hubby. Come on, y'all come out and hang out at Mega on July 20th. We got a double show. Get your tickets from the Piledriver Podcast. I got some over here. Just saying. We will get more in depth in this card. Okay, so I've seen the card for both shows. I've seen the way it's gonna go. I've seen like which one's on which show. I know that both of these shows are fucking stacked, man. Like stacked.
Yeah.
I mean, you got Cole Johnson in a cage with Brandon Xavier. You got Butchie in a cage with Chris Onyx. But you also have Exodus taking on Cash Inc. for the tag team titles. You also got Gregory Iron taking on Aaron Alloway. You also got Jimmy Jammer versus El Tic Taco in a street fight.
I'm excited for that, dude. That's been a
All right.
long time coming.
Yes, a long.
Dude, 100%. And I mean, there's plenty of other matches on this card. We will tell him. We'll tell him. We'll send him a message right after this and tell him to come. Come to Mega and hang out with us.
Donnie, bring that ass, man.
There's so much other stuff going on with other matches and stuff like that. And like I said, we'll definitely go into it more in depth later on when it gets closer to the show. I'm actually working. I'm working the pipelines here. I'm working the messages, trying to get one of these competitors from the Baddies tournament on the show. Somebody that we've never gotten a chance to talk to, somebody that's coming up here, maybe making their Mega debut where they've been here once or twice, but they're not really known. We'd love to, shout you up and get you out here. Amy's in the house. We want you to come to the Mega Show on July 20th, sir. Come hang out with your boys. We got tickets for sale.
Taylor said she missed Angel. Angel Metro's going to be there.
So,
we told you bring the fam. Come on down.
Plenty of other guys you've seen at Neo Pro before, and some you haven't. So come down, do some scouting. Do some scouting for Jason.
Caitlin said he heard me.
He heard Dean. That's right, baby. That's right.
No.
So, I mean, like I said, we'll talk more about July 20th and Baddies and the Beast at Lorain County Community College as it gets a little closer. And I'm trying to work on getting one or two of these competitors from the tournament in here. But I want to talk a little bit, boys, about what's going on with the bloodline. So a couple weeks ago, we saw the CM Punk. 2 weeks ago, we saw CM Punk in the Paul Heyman segment. And then this past weekend, we see that Solo basically tell Paul Heyman to acknowledge him and hand him the rosary, the beads, whatever I don't know what it's called.
The peppers.
Are they peppers? Okay, I didn't know if they were peppers or not. But in the tribal chief, the thing that Roman Reigns wore to the ring, Solo wants to be the tribal chief, and Paul Heyman refuses to acknowledge him and gets put through a table.
He says, I love you, and I acknowledge that you are not my tribal chief, and threw that down. And he got a Samoan spike, and then, he got rocked. Wow. He got put through that table, and I'm honestly wondering now, does Roman come back at SummerSlam to help Cody?
If the plan is to have them in War Games like we all think, with Zilla making his debut and joining Roman,
Zilla's gonna be a man. Jacob Fatu is
if that's the plan, Roman has to come back before then. So he can't. Roman's too big in my opinion, it's too big to leave it that open ended as like it's gonna be Jimmy and Jay and two random partners. You know what I'm saying? Like at this point, Roman has to come back and establish that he's the tribal chief. And that's how it starts off between the Bloodline and the Bloodline 2.0.
Rikishi said on a pod that I guess Jimmy is going to be returning and making a dramatic leave from the Bloodline, and all signs point that probably him and Jay are going to reunite.
Yep.
Be baby faces.
Which I would love. Dude, let's be 100% fucking clear here. The Usos, the face-painted Usos, when they came out and did the haka beforehand, was so cool. They were so awesome, dude.
Yeah.
I love the bad guy Usos too. But
I love the
painted up, the painted up early Usos, dude, with the day, they were so cool, man.
They were.
Like, just their feuds with the New Day and all that, dude, just stop.
I don't know if you know this, but I'm a Paul Heyman guy shirt is back on the WWE shop.
Is it? Oh, I have those.
I need that.
I have one of those. Mine says the voice of the voiceless on the back. Because there was a CM Punk era. I'm a Paul Heyman guy shirt.
How'd you feel about that reunite?
I loved it. And look, so I saw something that said, look, and I would love this personally if they went this direction, but there's no way it would ever happen because it involves Brock Lesnar. They said to have the War Games, you get the Brock Lesnar guys. You know what I'm saying? Like you get the Brock Lesnar guys, but there's only 3 of them. Like you get CM Punk, Brock Lesnar, and Roman Reigns. But then who's the 4th Paul Heyman guy? You know what I'm saying? Like, but
Yeah.
dude, if you could get another Paul Heyman guy, I know like Curtis Axel. Like,
Yeah, I'm trying to rack my brain. I can't think of anything off the top of my head.
I mean, even if you pulled a legend out of left field like Tommy Dreamer or something, like
Stunning Steve Austin.
RVD, you know what I'm saying? Like one of these legends that can still wrestle that we see wrestle, and put them in a thing with the bloodline because they come to defend Paul Heyman.
Yeah.
Paul Heyman's a Hall of Famer. Paul Heyman's, king shit for real.
The Dudley Boys.
Exactly. Bubba Ray, Bully Ray, like that, he would fit perfectly in that role. Like that would be a cool scenario too. But like I said, with Brock Lesnar, I can't see it happen.
Yeah.
So it comes back, and like I said, I can only hope that it's Zilla Fatu as the 4th member because you get Roman, the Usos, and then you need a 4th member. All right, and Zilla debuting would be fucking awesome.
If
So
not, give it to Sammy.
how much cooler would the pop be if it's the honorary Us himself, Sami Zayn?
That'd be cool. I mean, I could see that working in there, but I would rather see Zilla.
I
For
agree.
sure.
I agree. Zilla's crazy though.
Zilla's crazy.
Dude, it would
I'm
fit.
so excited for
We're
him
gonna see him in
Bishop.
GCW. Yeah.
Him versus Josh Bishop is gonna be nuts.
Yeah.
Fucking nuts, dude. I'm so ready for that.
Yeah, these boys are gonna tear each other apart.
Also, do you see TNA Victory Road is gonna be at the Temple Live September 14th.
I did. So we're gonna try to get a couple days after my birthday.
Tickets go on sale the end of July.
Okay.
I think the 21st.
Yes. I do. I'm going to touch back on this Paul Heyman thing real quick, though, and give Paul Heyman flowers, okay? Because I know, we all know we've seen the dirt sheets. It's not a thing anymore that you can't really get shit spoiled. But reports have been just out for days that Paul Heyman stayed up all night, did not sleep, kind of just went through a method actor kind of thing to get into that mindset for Friday Night SmackDown, where it looked like he'd been up crying all night, where it looked like he hasn't slept, but he really didn't
shave,
sleep.
man. He left the gray on the hair.
So he does. So Paul Heyman's just expressiveness, the way he is, he can tell you a whole story without fucking saying a word.
Yep.
And just the way he looked, dude, just top notch. That he, just committed so much.
He's the man of Emmy.
Yeah, 100%, dude. Paul Heyman's probably, he's definitely my favorite manager. I'd say he's the greatest manager of all time. But, that's up for debate. We've had that debate plenty of times here, but I would say that
he's definitely in discussion.
Oh, yeah.
We're up there with Bobby the Brain and all the Jimmy Hart.
Oh, yeah. But that's, I just want to get Paul Heyman flowers because, again, Paul Heyman's a freaking gangster for that shit.
Yeah.
For sure.
He definitely.
I would say I don't really have anything else, but we do have a double. We haven't done this in a while, actually, when I was thinking about this. And then we haven't done this in a while. So it's nice that we have 2 of them. And one's wrestling related, one's not wrestling related. So we're going to do the wrestling related first, and we're going to do our top 5. And tonight's top 5 is our top 5 major wrestling promotions. We're not doing indies, we're just doing the majors in this one. So does anybody want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
I'll go first.
All right. What you got, big dog? Do you want to start from the bottom? You want to start from the bottom, like number 5?
Yeah, we'll go number 5. I'll go NWA.
NWA at 5.
4 TNA, 3 WCW, 4 WWE.
You mean 2 WWE?
2 WWE, number 1 ECW.
Okay. Why do you put ECW at number 1?
I don't need to explain that. No, I'm just joking. It's just, I grew up on it. It was something I stayed up late at night when my parents went to bed. It was my first taste of hardcore. It was different. It was different from. It was the Attitude Era before the Attitude Era started for me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there was nothing like it. It changed the platform of wrestling forever. It always holds a special place in my heart, man. I love everything about ECW.
Hell yeah.
I can get behind that. Now,
Brazzy!
so if that's the way you're rolling with it, just by process of elimination, that means your honorable mention is AEW.
Oh, I forgot about AEW. Fuck.
Oh!
Damn. Well, get NWA out of there. Put TNA where NWA was.
You're putting AEW at 4.
I'm putting AEW at 3, WCW 4, TNA 5.
Okay.
NWA's honorable mention.
Okay.
How did I forget about AEW? Good Lord.
So I look, Vince, do you care if I go?
Yeah, I don't care.
All right. I'm also giving NWA my honorable mention. This is one of the reasons that I tried to get Paulie on the show, because I knew he would be pissed about that. He would be pissed that we gave him 100%. Paulie would be so upset that we gave NWA the honorable mention of best companies ever, because obviously Paulie's a historian. Number 5, I will also agree with you and put TNA there. Only because I've never really watched TNA as much, and I know TNA has produced superstars like Samoa Joe, and they've come Ring of Honor and stuff like that before they, came. All right. I'm not a real. I've watched more TNA clips lately, and it's because of one person. I believe in Joe Hendry. Just saying.
And I just want to throw this out there. Like, I know I left out New Japan. I don't watch enough New Japan.
Same. I said that earlier.
The only time I ever did watch it was usually like I've never actually sat and watched a New Japan clip. Like, I'm aware of the people. I know.
I know the main ones. Like, I know Okada. I know Okada. I know Naito because I'm from the feud with Jericho. But if I ever watched any kind of New Japan, it was for Young Bucks, Bullet Club, Finn Balor, Prince Devitt. What's the other dude's name? The Golden. He teamed with
Golden Lovers.
Kenny Omega. Yeah, the Gold. What's his name?
Kota Ibushi.
Yeah, Kota Ibushi. He's real. Yeah, he's good too. But yeah, I don't watch enough New Japan to even knowing the storylines, stuff like that. So that's I didn't. I mean, obviously, if I did, I'd probably put him up there. Big Drew, the Werewolf Starner, in the chat, giving his top 5. Let's put it on the screen for you. WCW at 5, TNA before Hogan and Bischoff at 4, AEW, Ring of Honor, and WWE at number 1. I mean, I get behind that. I get behind that. No EC dub.
I like the Ring of Honor though.
I do like Ring of Honor because again, Tyler Black. Tyler Black, who we know him now as Seth frickin' Rollins. So one of my favorite professional wrestlers currently. I mean, so anyways, 5 TNA, 4 I'm gonna put AEW. Only because the longevity right now. I love AEW. I think AEW does a pretty solid job with most of their shows. Sometimes the storylines are trash, but sometimes the WWE storylines are trash. So who cares?
Right.
3, I'm going to put ECW. I love ECW for the same reasons that Dean said. It was different. It was crazy.
I'll be honest. Anytime I go into Peacock, if I'm watching old shows, I don't watch any old WWF shows or WCW. I always go to old ECW shows.
Oh, okay. See, no, I'll pull WCW out. I'll pull an old like an old In Your House, like the D-Generation X In Your House was one of my favorites.
Oh yeah,
where they did the whole show was about DX. Number 2, I'm gonna go with obviously the Monday Night Wars. WCW at number 2. In mainly 100% honesty here, mainly NWO and cruiserweights.
Yeah.
I love cruiserweight wrestling. It's probably one of my favorites.
WCW handled
top notch.
The way they handled the cruiserweight division and like showcased those guys, done phenomenal. WWE has Hasn't
Well,
done
even WWF, they tried. Like WWF, WWE, whatever you want to call them, they tried. The cruiserweight division, they tried, and they ended up giving it to people like Enzo Amore, who could talk but couldn't really wrestle.
205 Live was whack.
205 Live sucked. You got a couple good people. I mean, I do miss Cedric Alexander. Was always a really promising cruiserweight.
He got released, didn't he?
Yeah, but other
Has he
than
been
that,
wrestling
I can't even think. Like they got. I don't think so. I don't think.
I haven't seen anything about him.
There's one dude on NXT right now. He's pretty solid with the mask. Axiom. He gets down. Axiom can wrestle. He can go, and he's cruiserweighty as hell. But ain't nobody killing it. Like AEW does pretty solid with the cruiserweights these days. You get Phoenix, stuff like that. That Phoenix will fly all over the place, dude.
I was just looking at clips from Forbidden Door tonight. They had some crazy ass spots with him and Penta.
I believe it. And then obviously WWE at number 1 is my favorite. It's WWE holds a special place in my heart. I've been to more WWE events than anything. I've been to, countless events when I was a little kid in Memphis where I saw future WWE stars like Jerry the King Lawler, when he was a star at the time when I was a little kid. But Brian Christopher, R-Truth, they called him K-Quick at the time. So I will always love WWE, and I'll be the first one to tell you there's points in my life where I fucking thought WWE was trash bag, but I always in some form paid attention, even if I wasn't watching religiously, and I can't say that about any other of the other promotions. Fair. I didn't watch like when it was just TNA and WWE in the early 2000s, 2010s, when WWE wasn't doing that good at all. It was just TNA. There was no other promotion at that time.
Yeah.
I didn't really care about TNA, but I still would get on my phone and look at WWE stuff.
Right. It was cool, like seeing like Hogan and all them there. Perk Angle was a madman, but Joker Sting and all that was cool. But then it just started getting stale really quick.
It was WCW 2.0, man.
Yeah, it was. That's what it slowly began. And it's like, all right.
And the coolest thing that came out of TNA, in my opinion, was the 6-sided ring, but a lot of wrestlers said it sucked.
Yeah, you did get a lot of backlash about the 6-sided ring.
I thought it was cool. It was a different concept, so I always thought it was cool. Vince, what do you got? Top 5, let's bud.
Oh man, so it's gonna be funny to break this one down to you guys, because I just really liked both of your guys' explanations. I also like the werewolves throw in there too. That helped us kind of narrow down. And I was actually we originally started talking about this and we broke it down. We thought there was only a few to choose from, but then opening it up a little more, we do have quite a few that we left out. But for me, I'm going to start with my honorable mention, and you guys are probably going to be a little surprised. It is going to be AEW.
I'm not surprised by that at all.
Simply just because
I forgot it on my list. Period.
Yeah, fair. Forgot all about it. So
I just lately just seems like it's been going downhill a little bit. Especially I went to that live event and was just a little subpar. Main event Mike and Brianna can definitely attest to that as well. That puts number 5. NWA, especially, we got original Ric Flair out of there, man. There's some really good roots right there with NWA.
Yeah, there is.
Like I said, I figured that's why if we would have got Paulie on here, NWA would have been Paulie's top 3, I guarantee it.
Oh, for sure.
It probably would have been WWE.
The Dusty Rhodes. It probably would have been WWE and NWA.
Then WCW.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
But go ahead, Vince. Number 4, you got NWA, and I'll agree with you.
That was 5. 4
5,
is actually Four is WWE. And I really like WWE. I love WWF, and you lump all that together, and that kind of gives it where it's that spot for me. Just because I was in and out of there. Pardon me. That leads me to my 3rd spot, which it was a really hard split. I almost split it 3 and 2. But I'm gonna put WCW at 3. I loved NWO. I loved Hogan, hot dog Hogan. Eric Bischoff was always a treat, even though he wasn't.
Right.
The karate matches this man was in, dude, he'd come out, he could really kick ass, though. Eric Bischoff was legit a black belt.
For sure. And he had his charisma, and that was one of those things you didn't really want to say, but it was true.
Yeah.
TNA is definitely number 2 for me. I saw so many of my favorite, and I'm not going to say it, but so many of my favorite superstars ended up there, especially some of the best spots from Jeff Hardy. We had Sabu. We had a lot of people that migrated to TNA, and that was, beautiful for me. And, number 1.
I know where you're going, number 1.
Yeah, number 1's definitely ECW. And it's the same with Dean, but also my favorite thing to say is, ECW is for me because I am extreme, and that's exactly what I love to see. I love hardcore wrestling. I love what they did. I would stay up late. My mom would pass out with her bottle of Kamchatka vodka watching the Sci-Fi Channel, and I would just hang out and watch ECW. So,
dude.
Yeah.
I think that's why I'm so excited for GCW to actually see a GCW show, because that's like this generation's ECW.
For sure.
Yeah, no, I agree. Game Changer Wrestling is top notch for hardcore deathmatch type wrestling. But going back, I did, and I don't want to say I forgot about it, because I didn't forget about him, but probably my favorite thing in TNA was the rebirth of Matt Hardy. He's doing it again right now, currently. But like Matt Hardy as a solo player was always, second tier to Jeff Hardy in WWE. And then in TNA, broken Matt Hardy was fucking great.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, dude, the fights at the complex, at the Hardy compound were awesome. The watered down version when he came back to WWE was okay. I think him and Bray Wyatt would have made the Deleter of Worlds tag team. That would have been fucking sweet. That could have been so much cooler than they made it out to be.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I like stuff like I said. And then in TNA, the 6-sided ring was always top notch. And then the X. What was that match? It was the X Division title.
It's crap.
Mega X match or something like that, dude.
Yeah, you were right. It's
I'm about to
Mega
look it
X.
up.
What the hell is that called? Damn. I'm excited that Jeff showed back up in TNA.
Yeah, Jeff Jarrett. Or no, my bad, Jeff Hardy. Yeah.
Hardy.
Sorry, I got excited because he's on AEW tonight, and he showed up at AIW.
Ultimate X, that's what it was called.
Ultimate
X, where they had the title hanging on the 2 wires across the ring, and dudes were like shimmying. That top-notch stuff from TNA.
Looking forward to seeing you, Scott. Hope you're good, bro.
Ultimate X.
I have to say though, Jeff Hardy singing on Instagram.
Cut it out, bro. Cut it out right now.
I
believe in Jeff Hardy.
Yeah.
Every time he's like coming out from a bush, like, sir, what are you doing?
Like he's playing Fortnite.
This last one, the first comment I seen pop up, this dude's definitely still on the perks.
Oh no!
I'm like, no, don't put that evil on him, man.
You will, Scott, in the chat. What's going on, gentlemen? Hope all is well with all of you. Looking forward to seeing you guys on July 13th when RSW makes their return to Parma. We will be talking about that next week on the show, breaking down the card that I got from General Manager Tim Cross and letting everybody know what we got going on at RSW. And then, so last but most certainly not least, coming up this Thursday, it is currently Sunday, 4 days from now, it is the birthday of America. So the second top 5 I have for you gentlemen tonight is I want to know, and we're doing this one draft style. I mean, you can pick the same things if you want, but we're doing this one draft style. If you're going to a cookout or you're hosting a cookout, what are the top 5 4th of July themed things that you would like to have at said cookout? If you're going to somebody else's cookout and your imagination's allowed to run wild, what are the top 5 things you hope that are at that cookout?
Now we talking food.
Anything you want, big dog. What do you host at that cookout? Because I got something that's not food on my list for sure.
Oh, like it could be like games or.
Yep.
Who's going first? We doing honorable mention?
I'll go ahead and go first. Yeah, we can do honorable mention too. I'll go first. I'm no particular order though. I'm not going to particularly order mine because I don't have a list. But I just 5 things that I would prefer to have at a 4th of July cookout. Cornhole.
Yes.
Cornhole. I love cornhole.
I was going to say that too, but I'm gonna flip it up and say horseshoes.
Hey.
I love horseshoes, man.
I want Pops on my team when we're playing horseshoes.
Yeah, he got that low little flip, dude. He was throwing little slow fucking piss missiles, and it was a ringer every time, dude.
Every time. Vince, what's your thing that you want when you're walking into the cookout? You want to make sure you see?
First thing I want to see is hot dogs on that grill, man.
Hot dogs on the grill, American as fuck, baby.
I like Scott's.
I'll put his up. He's got moonshine, grape buds, steak, ribs, and good baked beans.
Yeah, man. Scott knows what's up.
We're gonna go back because I got Danny's top 5 in here. World of Sport. TNA at number 4, ECW at 3, Jim Crockett, WCW at 2.
That's solid.
And WWE at 1 with an honorable mention to All Japan Pro Wrestling.
I'm not familiar with World of Sport. I'll have to look into that.
All right.
That's good.
My turn.
Yeah.
What'd you say? Hot dogs.
Hot dogs.
All right. I will agree with your hot dogs, but I'm going to go with my favorite side dish. Basically, at any family function, any cookout, anything, good old macaroni and cheese, baby boy.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna go with deviled eggs.
Oh, that's a good one. I love deviled eggs. I love deviled eggs so much.
I'll take that plate and go hide somewhere.
He'd be sleeping by himself then, too.
Yeah, oh shit.
Someone finds me, I'll hiss at him.
I'll go right with that, man. Potato salad. Gotta have some potato salad. Tater salad, man.
Tater salad.
I don't want to go easy, but it's super easy. Daniel said macaroni salad. You could just say all the salads, I guess.
Yeah, all salads.
While I do love a good hot dog, nothing beats a good old-fashioned cheeseburger.
Fair.
That's true. I want some cool beers, baby.
I knew that was coming. Cool
beers.
I don't drink. I'll have a cold Coke.
Or some moonshine or whiskey.
I do want to try that twisted tea. There's like a rocket pop one, right?
Yeah.
I want to try that. I don't drink, but I want to give it a shot.
I mean, there's NAs too. NA beers are pretty good.
Drew the Werewolf. He got burgers, hot dogs, fireworks, ice cold beers, and a bonfire.
Drew, I'm going to be honest with you. Picturing you drinking a beer does not sound right to me. I don't know. It's just weird. It's weird picturing you with a beer. I'm not hating on you. I just didn't know you're a drinker, I guess. I don't know.
I'm gonna steal Drew's. I'm gonna definitely say bonfire. Some kind of fire. A little fire pit.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like a little fire.
Fire.
Dean,
fire.
Number 4.
I want some good music blasting. Some 90s.
Good tunes. That was on my list as well. I'm gonna just stick with you, and I'm gonna say the same thing because I'm a sucker for good music, dude. I got a playlist with I think 37 hours.
You gotta set.
I got a playlist of music, dude, that'll rock, dude, for 37 hours, and so you might have to skip it a couple times, but there's killer tunes on it, dude, for hours and hours. So yes, good music is always a must. Vince, what you got at number 4?
Number 4, man. I'm gonna go back to food, man. If it's the 4th of July and there's no baked beans with some bacon in there.
Hey.
Oh, dude. Don't even invite me.
Don't invite me. You got no beans? Fuck off.
Yeah, no beans, man. Can't have 4th of July without beans.
And then, Dean, number 5, last, most certainly not least.
Part of me wants to say beer pong, but I'm going back to food. And You know your boy likes some sweet treats. Have some type of sweets there, man. Cookies, I don't care.
Cookies, pie.
Yeah, after them burgers and dogs and stuff, I want a little sweets.
I want it all.
Sweet tooth.
No, 100%. I'm fucking dude.
I'm a sucker for some sweets, man.
Yeah, cheesecakes.
I don't discriminate.
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
I don't give two fucks.
No, I'm gonna take one from Drew, and it was, and I, obviously you can't have the 4th of July without fireworks. It's I love fireworks. I get.
I feel like that's an unspoken thing.
It's a cop out answer. It's a cop out answer at number 5, 110%. But there's nothing better in my opinion.
You ain't got fireworks. The fuck is you doing?
But again, there's nothing better in my opinion than some.
Unless your neighbor has them, that's cool.
Yeah, somebody's got fireworks.
You got an open field or somewhere I can see them, then I'm happy. Whatever.
Yeah, I just want to see some fireworks on the 4th of July, 110%. Yeah. And then honorable mention. Some places do it. I've been to some places that don't, and some places that do before they shoot their fireworks. Like in Ridgeville, before they shoot their fireworks, they play the Star Spangled Banner over the PA system.
That's cool.
I got, family in the services and shit like that. That shit means something to me. So the honorable mention, I'd like to hear the Star Spangled Banner. It's fucking 4th of July. It's America.
Yep.
So.
Yeah. I always hope that there's somebody else that's dressed out. Because, I dress up every time. The one year I had the blonde mullet.
That was great. We got a great picture of that with me, me and you. Where were we going? We were going, I think, to a wrestling event.
Yeah, we were. We were playing on Hulk Hogan's team.
Yeah,
we blasted it. I also want to piggyback on Scott's Great Bud too.
Yeah, always. That's a must. But that's an everyday thing. So, Vince, number 5, honorable mention. What you got for the peoples?
I can't believe no one hit it, man. Chips and dip, man. Gotta have some chips and dip, especially some Lawsons.
Yeah, Lawsons, baby.
All day.
That good old French onion, boy. That good old French onion.
Speaking of sweets too, if I show up and you got a Mama Joe pie,
game over.
Banana cream or that French silk.
That French silk,
I got a French silk in the pie right now in the fridge. I mean,
hey yo,
on my way over after. The
I was just gonna say, a couple nights.
Mama bought one for Cam's birthday the other day. Happy belated birthday to my boy Cam.
I was gonna say happy belated birthday to nephew Cam. Yeah. So this weekend coming up, we don't have anything. We will be back next week and we'll preview RSW. We'll talk a little bit more about Baddies and the Beast as we get closer to it, and hopefully we'll be able to get one or two of these participants to find some time that we can both work on and get them on the show so they can tell us.
I'll wear my 4th of July gear next week.
There it is. If you are, make sure you get out and see some fireworks this weekend. Make sure you get out and have some family time with your family. Show some love. Spend some time with your peoples. Life's too short. Slow down a little bit.
Yeah. Just take a step back, chill, soak in, appreciate the little things.
Exactly. And happy birthday to America.
Stay hydrated.
We will see you guys all next week, right here, same time, same channel. Later.
Bye.